this moment like the dead of the night. I'm falling, falling, that's where we go.
Don't do this. Yeah. Well, unless if you're like here. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Exactly. That's what all the voice actors say. Yeah, I knew how to do it. I knew how to handle a mic. Okay. I mean, maybe if I was singing, then that would be different. All right. I think we are ready to go. And we'll just need to get the PowerPoint up. How's everyone's content so far? Woohoo! Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I was at the vendor hall like a few hours earlier and saw like I was like, oh my god, are we about to get like a bigger attendance and stuff? But then I realized, wait, there's not many people in the main events hall. Oh well, a big crowd has to go somewhere. Anyway, so welcome everybody to the Content Creating Workhorses panel. I am your host, the athletic brony Fritz Rowley 732, otherwise known as Harmonite, the one who takes flight, shines bright, and loves to sing out in the moonlight. That was a callback to Black Griffin, if it isn't that obvious. So, and I am joined by a couple of talented content creators. If you'll introduce us and how long you've been on YouTube for, and what do you typically do?
Yes, this is Blue Star, defender of Equestria. I do a little bit of everything. I do analysis videos, mostly reactions. Got started about 2013 and been doing mostly My Little Pony stuff.
And I'm Spotted-tail 2017. I've only been on YouTube for about 3 years, and I've mainly done speed paints and a couple PMVs.
Yep, and like I said, I'm Fritz Rowley 732. I started my channel back in 2013, but it wasn't until 2017 when I started to actively make videos and stuff. At first it was just a bunch of random stuff because I was trying to be like an viral superstar with just this random clip and stuff. But then in 2017 I started out with reviews. First it was just to movies, and then later on I started to do reactions to ponies, and now I'm starting to do more variety and stuff. Still sticking with the reactions, barely do reviews nowadays, and but on occasion I also do some voice acting. I am currently casted in one of the notable roles that I'm in is Creber's Friendship is Tragic, and I also do a YouTube short series that I just recently released called Full Swing Friday, where it brings me to doing my showing you guys the golf side of myself, because I am a golfer in real life. So yeah. And so with that, now that we got down to introductions, before we do do's and don'ts in YouTube, I want to ask you guys personally, like, what do you guys make about the whole change in scenery to content creators? Like, it is now starting to change in the fandom, especially in this generation. Like, we still have veteran YouTubers like AC Race Fest and the Bronies React, as well as notable creators like Scribbler and everybody, but we started to see some new content creators, even some too that have started YouTube back then, like Drummer Shy and Amazar. He just recently, started YouTube and stuff. So I wanted to know what you guys think about that.
I don't really know a lot of the other people that much. To be honest, it's like, in some ways I almost don't watch other people's reaction videos sometimes, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people have gone away, but it sounds like there's also lots of new people as well. Yeah.
I haven't exactly been on YouTube for that long. I've definitely watched some of the older people. Like, I remember when Lullaby for a Princess came out and absolutely loved it.
Yes, that was such a great animation, such a great song as well.
I didn't really watch a lot of pony creators until probably around 2018, 2019 though, so I mean.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, the pony creators, like, I started checking them out since like 2014, 2015, and I did have to wait a while to really start to like understand and like how to produce content and stuff, and trust me, it was a while to know how to edit, and I'm still editing on iMovie. Like, I still do a lot I do all my editing on iMovie, but now I started to transfer into like doing audio work on Audacity and stuff. Like now I have a mic and I do all of that audio recording to Audacity to improve my audio, to my reactions and everything. Because before it was just, just film from my phone and then just clip the crop. And then, in fact, before I even did like picture-in-picture style reactions, I just did the whole thing where I just shot from my phone and then you just see me and the computer screen. And some people do that. I actually have seen one channel, I forget the name of it, but one guy actually, all you just see him was just watch Attack on Titan episodes with his TV in the background and stuff. And he still ended up getting thousands of subscribers. So yeah, I mean, whichever way I guess as long as the content itself that you are talking about, whether it be for a review or a reaction to, as long as that is out there and that is relevant, then you'll still be able. But that's only if the algorithm.
Oh, the nasty algorithm.
Oh my gosh, which we'll get to that real quick. Oh boy, but yeah, but it's been pretty much a roller coaster ride. So, but yeah, now that we got out of the way, let's do some do's and don'ts. So. First off, do's, upload your videos at a consistent, try to be able to, I think it's important to upload your videos at a constant rate, even if it's just one video. It doesn't even have to be, that long a video. I mean, I know nowadays that the algorithm really wants to, have content creators do longer videos, and that is in my will department because I mean, when it comes to reactions, I mean, we're doing full-length episodes and stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I actually have seen, people use the shorts, which we'll get into that real quick. And if you actually produce shorts and stuff, there may be a chance where you'll start to be able to gain views and everything. But then there's maybe times where you might start to actually, only make like a few views and stuff. But that doesn't help, but that doesn't excuse the fact that, as long as you really produce content at a consistent rate, then you'll start to, do well. Mm-hmm. And as for, and also another important key element, make sure you keep your subscribers notified. Keep all the subscribers and all your viewers notified, so that way you'll be able to, sorry, brain fart. It's my first battle. Because thank you. So as long as you keep your your viewers notified, then they will start to stick around, because next thing you know, there may be if you don't produce content or even give a notification or even a tweet or a post on Instagram or whatever, then they'll start to lose track and they'll start to feel like, oh, I think I'm better off watching somebody else. But yeah, so I gotta say, I just recently got into using my community tab, so it has been quite, what are your guys' thoughts on you? Have you guys ever used the community tab and stuff, or?
I also just recently discovered that I could use it on my phone, which is a lot easier.
Yes.
Because I don't always have my computer with me in order to post stuff, but it's something that's kind of hard for me to remember that I can still actually do that.
Yeah. What about you?
Unfortunately, I may be a YouTuber, but I'm bad with social media. I have a Twitter account, but I haven't done anything with it. But yeah, because I'll usually do I'll do a status update video with I can't do videos today or something. But yeah, it's using the community tab and those sorts of things would definitely be a good idea, because people will be like, okay, fine, that's all right. It's nobody. I don't think anyone has ever been like, no, you must make videos today. As long as you tell them that, okay, I can't do it.
Yeah, I've been very, I've always been very progressive with my audience and stuff. Now that I'm, because I will admit, back when I started, I was doing it just for fun, but I will say, I think it was especially in the era of the pandemic, that was probably that moment where I started to really be progressive on YouTube. And now I'm I want to do this part-time. I know there are bigger things and bigger responsibilities out there in the world, and I'll definitely do them. I'll definitely do them, and I'll respect them and abide them. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I can't have fun and start to do this part time and stuff. So. And then brain fart.
I'm a pretty bad example of everything that's up here. I don't upload consistently, but that's because I do have other responsibilities outside of YouTube, such as like school and family time. And so I prioritize those first because I mainly just post things on YouTube because I want people to see what I do and see that I love what I do, and so that they can enjoy my content as well.
Nice. And yeah, sorry, I'm just hit with a brain fart.
You're good.
And then I would say the last thing, and this definitely applies to, trying to follow the algorithm and stuff. And I learned this actually. Who here was at OBAP Scribbler's YouTube panel back at BronyCon 2018? Who was there at that? You're a good listener. You are a smart one, young Padawan. Because that was actually the time when I started to learn about the relevant and release rule. Always make sure that the content you are posting is around the time when other content creators are posting this, because although there may be chances that your video might not get successful, at least there's still a shot that it could actually probably go the other way. I mean, there may be times you might go against it, but as long as you start to continue creating, then crap. As long as you start to continue the creating, then at least that your video is out there. Because if you hold on the thoughts and hold that video, then you're gonna be like, I don't know if this, you're gonna have the thought, well, I don't know if this video is gonna do it and stuff. And if you stay like that, then it's just like, well, how do you know? Because
you never know until you try.
Yeah, exactly. You always got to continue to create, even if you barely get any views. Like, I will admit this, in my 25 sub special, my 25 sub special was a cringy review video for the My Little Pony movie. And although looking back on it, it is cringe. It's my cringe, and I was, fortunate to at least get it out there and stuff. And I will say that was an accomplishment in itself, and so was all my other subscriber specials, which ironically didn't get that many views. Like, for some reason, like a lot of my videos that aren't subscriber specials get more views and stuff. But as long as like I said before, as long as the content is posted out there, then that's really your big accomplishment. It's just to continue to create.
Yeah.
All right, and now let's move on to the don'ts. Okay. Yeah, like we said before, don't take a long hiatus without notifying, because your followers might start to unsubscribe, and don't be too attached to the negative. Like, don't be too attached. I mean, I know that YouTube's taking off the dislike was stupid, but to be honest, I was actually fine with it, because on the bright side, you can still see your percentage on the studio portion, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, so you'll still be able to critique it, but hey, at least you'll start to see more of the positive than the negative out there. And then, and don't break the rules. Don't break the rules. Yeah, don't try to make sure that when you're dealing with copyright material that you follow fair use and that you follow, follow along the wall. Yeah.
You don't want to get a copyright strike on your first video because you don't know, because you don't follow it, and that's what happened to me.
Yeah, I mean, I will admit, I have not gotten copyright strike before, so
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, so I definitely don't want to know what that feels like. I've been blocked many times, but never striked, and I always go with the disputes and stuff. And I will admit, when I actually got my first copyright block and I heard about that, I was looking too deeply on the terms, saying that if you do this, chances are your channel might get removed. And I'm like, no!
I think it's after a certain amount of times within after a certain amount of warnings or something.
Yeah. Yeah. But oh well. And All right, next slide, please. And then, yeah, other key pointers, thumbnails. Yeah, thumbnails is also another key point into YouTube because you want to be able to at least show that your video is appealing. And before you ask, well, wouldn't people just, look at the title and stuff? Apparently, no. We live
People
in a
don't look at
society where
titles
people are
very
too
often.
lazy to read the title of a video.
I don't care what the title is. It has a pretty picture on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this is pretty much I started out with just a basic keynote gradient background of just my OC reacting. I mean, it kind of shows you that, it is a reaction video because it's my OC, reacting to the video. And then I started to actually take a shot of a video and start to, make it more advanced and stuff, and then add the title in so that way double assurance to the viewers that this is what I am doing for this video. This is a reaction. This ain't freaking clickbait. So yeah. But of course I wanted to finesse it and, didn't want to see people in my dorm and stuff. So I stick, that's where I luckily thank God to an artist out there on DeviantArt for having a night background. So I found a night background and then I photoshopped my reactions to just my body, and then I just added the gradient background with the title as well as the video, what the content is, like the thumbnail and stuff, and then my signature logo, because you got to keep your brand. You also got to keep your brand if you're planning on. Looks like we have a question right here.
Isn't there a lot of copyrighted IP characters that are in the thumbnail though?
Oh, I mean,
I can see like all kinds of stuff. And then we have Mickey Mouse from Disney. Like that's risky there. On that third one over there.
I don't know.
Isn't Mickey Mouse isn't its patent closing
expired
soon? It hasn't yet.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
that
they
it's
still
soon.
own it. Yeah, they still own
But
it.
only the Steamboat Bill you're thinking about is about to expire, but not the Red Pants version.
Yeah, but
I
I
wouldn't
don't
exactly
know about. Yeah, I never heard about trying to get a copy strike because of thumbnails.
But that's because I don't really I don't do reactions and stuff like that, so I don't deal with copyrighted characters a lot. I mainly do speed paints, and usually my thumbnails just include a picture, it blurred out, basically.
Yeah, and also another thing, I think as long as I guess the size of the image, I guess, as long as it's cropped up or something, because I know there's a lot of, content creators that use, their, the media in itself,
Yeah.
Especially reactors, in their thumbnails. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, with that, I think that's fine. I mean, it's 'cause as long as you don't have Mickey Mouse in the video doing something, I think that's okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I know you've been around in the game for a long time, Blue Star.
Yeah, let's just say content ID is such a pain,
Yeah.
especially
And then-
now is the short answer.
Yeah, and then I will admit this. I know there's still people that still go for the thumbnails that do just the default thumbnail where it's just a shot, and even reactors that do picture in picture, there's still people that click on those types of videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, keynote, y'all, if you guys want any advice on how to create a thumbnail, make sure that it's visually striking, but also assure the people of what you are doing, whether it's a review, a reaction, etc. All right, and there's a second key pointer out there. Oh yeah, shorts. So let's get down into it. So YouTube Shorts, are they valuable? So as I mentioned before, in some ways, yes. Saberspark even posted a tweet out there that it actually helped him generate thousands upon thousands of subscribers on his end. And it seemed to be valuable. So, and when I heard that, I started to do it. And that's how I created the YouTube short series, Full Swing Friday. Gives you guys a little bit, more, the not so cartoon type and more something realistic like the golfing side. And in the end, some of it, some of the videos, the first 3 episodes ended up getting thousands of views. And you want to know something? That was only one day. Everything else just flatline. Afterwards, just barely any views. I mean, the only other views would either have to be my subscribers or myself, because I mean, it's fun to look back on memories. And there's also a couple other, random stuff that I also post just to get some bit of content out there. And then other times, there's barely any views. Yeah, one video had 8 views. One episode. It's the same type of media and it gets 8 views. I know, right?
It's
Freaking algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Damn you, algorithm. But yeah. But yeah, and so I guess with that, I think we can get down to Q&A. As you guys are forming your questions, please subscribe to our channels. On the road to 7.
There's a question over there.
Question right there.
Yeah, he's good.
He's getting them.
All right.
Yeah, so as far as notifying your viewers of things like, your schedule and everything, is it worth doing that even if your viewer numbers are like in the 10 to 100 per week number where, at least in my mind, it's like, oh yeah, it's just, 50 people that just randomly happen to click on my site. I don't have a real audience.
Yeah, well,
I would think so.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think the real world thing is like the customers will understand if you have a problem as long as you tell them that what's going on. That's all they want to know is that you're
oh yeah, for
working
sure.
on it or that what's going on and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure all the food stays fresh.
Once I have more time, I'll probably have a schedule up. I don't have a very consistent uploading schedule, but I'm hoping that over the summer I'd be able to establish one and hopefully keep it later.
Yeah.
I don't tend to keep that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
very well.
because right now I'm starting to try to post videos once a week, at least once a week. There have been occasions where I have, posted like more than twice, but because I am currently in the middle of production of Make Your Mark episodes, I do those once a week, but I do always think to myself, man, would it be better if I just do them all at once? Just post multiple episodes at once, and in the end, I don't think so, because then you're just gonna be bombarded with content and everything, I guess. Yeah.
Unfortunately, not to mention, long story short, is that Make Your Mark episodes take I don't know how you're doing them, but they take so much time to do. It's like I tried to do them up. It's basically
Oh my
as
God.
fast as
Well,
I can get them
It's
done.
funny.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned time
No.
link. It's funny you mentioned time link, guys, because I actually started doing a new style, animatic style reactions, like blank slate or blank check. Is
Oh,
it?
yes.
Yeah.
I've
Epic
watched this
V,
stuff.
Epic V as well. Oh my God, I started doing that, and that when I did the first 5 episodes to Tell Your Tale, that was a long time. I mean, we were approaching, I think, 20 to 30 production working hours. Like, oh my gosh, like animatic, especially if you're trying to go the more versatile route. If you're just going like just one still image throughout, like Blank Check did recently, like, oh my God, oh my God, it's just tons of work because you want to try to be more, you want to try to make your, base more expressive than usual instead of just, that, and then just provide the commentary to be the, main focus. But no, you want the base to be the main focus. But so I only do those for special occasions, the animatic style reactions, but as for picture-in-picture, I figured, I might as well do that and just post that like once a week. All right, any more questions? Brett?
So as soon as you're big enough to run ads on a YouTube channel, I think it's maybe like 1,000 subscribers or something like that. What's your opinion?
What's your guys' opinion on running ads on channels that just got big enough or something like that? Because
I
I know
don't have
some
1,000
content
subs.
creators are like, hey, as soon as I can get it, I can get it, even if it's a small amount. Or should you try to hold off on that because it might, your viewers might not like that?
I don't have 1,000 subs, so I don't know what that's like.
I don't know if any of us have 1,000 subs up there in here yet.
He does.
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool.
But the thing is, basically all my stuff gets monetized by Hasbro. Which
Ah.
I'm okay with this. It's like, there's 2 reasons to do YouTube. You want to make money or you just enjoy making content.
Just
Yeah.
say that
If
it's
you're
a
gonna make money,
non-profit.
pretty much
Wink,
do it.
wink.
Yeah, because there's a lot of,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah. I
especially
mean,
really early
if you're in
on.
it to make the money, then I guess ads are okay. I mean, they're all channels
Yeah.
on YouTube anyway.
Oh my god.
So
Don't get me started for what Instagram's doing. Oh my god, every time I see those mobile ad games. Seriously, Saberspark was right.
Yeah, that's why I have a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, Adblock. All right. Do we have any more?
Yeah, oh, I got the mic already.
Nice.
So, let me ask you guys about your experience using the other social medias to promote your content, like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. There we go.
Yeah. So, yep. I don't use Twitch.
Me
only for
neither.
viewership or yeah. So I will admit that I don't think I got much feedback when it comes to promoting, but at least it goes to show you that at least you try, and at least you're giving a shot. And if it at least gets views, then at least you know that people are aware of what you do. And and it's funny you mentioned other websites. I actually do also post my videos on bitshoot.com, and that's actually
What's
BITC and then shoot like parachute. It's kind of like the place where you get to freely post like copyrighted material and stuff. That's where I posted my 200 subscriber special to my reaction to Wolfwalkers. You know that movie, Apple TV and Cartoon Slim?
I still want to watch that. I don't have Apple TV.
I'll send you the file. or watch my reaction. I'll send you the link to my reaction. Yeah.
All right.
You mind spelling that one more time? I'll honestly actually go look at that. I'm honestly gonna look.
Yeah, it is BIT and then shoot CHUTE. And my username is the same as my YouTube. It's pretty much the same as all social media.
I'm also kind of on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter, but I don't really post anything just because it's a lot to keep track of having a social media. I mean, YouTube and Instagram and Twitter is just, for me, it's a lot to keep track of. So I don't normally update on there, but I'm gonna try my best to actually start updating on there as frequently as I can.
All right, any more?
That's like, try to use it and also try to master the usage of hashtags.
Yes, tags. Oh my God, tags are also important when it comes to posting YouTube content as well.
I don't use them.
Oh my God. Well, it kind of makes sense because you do speed paint, so I mean.
I do speed paints. Pretty much all my content is speed paints.
Yes, which is kind of like more original because then it's like, unless if it's based off of media, then I guess you can use tags there. But if it's just an original, full out original, speed paint work, then I guess, then it's like, what
would
are
I
people
even
gonna say?
put?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
What would
are
I
people
put?
gonna search? What are people gonna look up?
Should I start my own?
Maybe.
yeah.
All right. Oh man, do we have any more questions, or has it been enough? Oh my God, we're under time. Oh my God, I knew we should have just done half an hour. Oh gosh, but oh well. I mean, it doesn't have to be YouTube related. We could just go.
We could just start talking.
Yeah.
I have another question.
Yeah.
So, what's your opinions of making separate channels for separate content?
Or would you rather your main channel just be like a conglomeration of all the content? Or like I know you said you do golf stuff. So
Yeah.
would you make a separate channel for like golf stuff per se? Or
That is interesting. I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, I feel like I'm comfortable where I'm at right now because I really like to focus, like, I consider my channel to be like more like a personal type of thing where, you get to focus, you get to like know something about me. Like the fact that I like cartoons, I like animation, I like movies, and, golf. And sure, it could be, it could be a little bit of a cluster, but at least it gets to like, it's kind of like my way of like, getting the chance to like show you who I am. But I actually haven't. It's actually funny that you mentioned that because that's actually what I was debating about when it came to like putting two different names. Like Prince Rolly 72 is me, but Harmonite is my OC, is the name of my OC. I was thinking about like, should just Harmonite just be its own thing, or should I just stick with the two names? But I stuck with the two names, because, and one other notable person out there in the fandom has done that, and that's DeWolfsnator. Like he goes by Thespio and DeWolfsnator, so I'm trying to go a little bit that route. So yeah, and Harmonite, you know, I was thinking about maybe Harmonite should just be like, you know, something based off of like music, because I do like singing and stuff. I've been singing for like nearly a decade and a half, so it's been pretty much part of my life. But the only bad thing about it is, although I'm a great singer, I suck at producing music.
I don't remember what the question was.
The question was talking about like, how do you feel about doing separate channels?
Oh, I feel like I get distracted easily, so running multiple channels would be kind of a hassle for me. So having one channel where I can just focus everything what helps me. Sorry, my brain just did a brain fart.
Hey, twinsies.
But yeah, it's like, I guess it depends on the content for me, because like obviously I do mostly MLB reaction. If all of a sudden I wanted to react to something like, hey, you know, adult stuff, I think I would make a separate channel for that, because it doesn't feel appropriate to have an adult reaction.
That's a good
alongside
point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, there was only like there's only like one video. Although the thing is, my channel, I just post things general, because I just figure that everybody goes on the internet, so they know what they're up to. So you know, I also do reactions to Hell of a Boss, and I don't mark those, you know, as 18 or older, because it's just, you know, because it's just the type of media what it is, and you know, it sparks so much. And also another thing is that if you do mark it age restricted, it's gonna limit views. So yeah.
I don't know. I personally think that if it has like a lot of content, then 18 plus is just, you know, common sense, really, at least to me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But I feel like that's up to like your judgment, but I think can't YouTube just go in and change it and age restrict it and stuff like that on its own?
I feel like sometimes they even do it in reverse sometimes, because I've heard of channels where they say, hey, this is not kids-friendly content, don't show this, and then it ends up
being marketing for kids. I've heard of that struggle.
Or Tridashing, like, oh my god. Tridashing, Orca Lorca, and yeah, all those animators out there, I feel so bad. And also Prince Whatever. Like, there was also that video with Prince Whatever where...
Was it the Solidarity one, or was it...
Oh my god.
Where it got marketing for kids,
Oh my god. Those poor art, I mean, it's important.
Because that video also got him like a ton of views too.
Oh my god. I mean, because it was a tribute. I mean,
Huge.
it was
a huge...
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a tribute with every time.
artists on it.
Wasn't it released back at BronyCon 2019, or...
I don't remember when it was released, but it was a campaign collab. So yeah, not only all the artists who contributed towards the work, it was also like a song about the band itself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're in this together.
Woo!
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm also, I don't really do pony or even YouTube related content, but I found something that actually really worked, because I'm actually working with the Ashes of Equestria project, and I found out that doing stuff like level design and stuff like that, that's actually something I'm really good for. And heck, I even made mods for Skyrim and Morrowind, and some of them even got featured in mod showcase videos. So
That's awesome.
Well, actually only 2 of them. So even if this isn't pony related or YouTube related or video related or anything like that, it's still a good thing I find to branch out a bit. It doesn't have to be strictly YouTube. If you find other types of content that you can do well, you can just stick with that. I mean, hell, there's a vendor hall for a reason.
Yeah.
That's almost a general thing I would say for YouTube, is like, even with reactions, you have to find your way. How do you want to do the reaction? And, you know, what kind of content? Like I started off doing, I did analysis videos, and I did reaction videos, and
I try
to focus on the reaction videos.
Yeah, I tried doing reviews, and it's just, you know, especially with ponies, but everything was going on so fast, and to try to do reviews and reactions, it was just too much. So I stuck with reactions. And hell, I even have a sub review series called where I do reviews to MLB Grimdarks, which I'll be talking more about that in my Grimdark panel. Shameless plug. Tonight at 9. So, and I do that, and I haven't done a review episode since Friday the 13th, March 2020. So, it is.
That's okay. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
It's not that I don't want to do it. It has been on my thought those past few years and stuff, especially when Month of a Carver comes around, and it's just like, dang it. I really wish, but there's just so much media going on, and I want to. Ooh, fursuits. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is a nice autoblaze
Oh, we have an autoblaze
love it.
back there. Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's another one. He's behind the pillar. Hello.
Oh my gosh. That is so adorable. I will hug you afterwards. All right. Do we have any more questions? Don't have to be YouTube related or any more? All right, Steven Universe. I'll come to you.
Thank you.
So, as a beginner in animation, I've been wanting to do like a sketch comedy show that's MLP related, but I still have yet to learn everything. But what advice can you give me for on the basics of video editing?
Ooh, video editing.
Yeah, I think I've got some good advice for this. Do you work with like computer, or are you on mobile, like iPad or tablet, or?
Both.
Both, okay. I would recommend, Fitz uses iMovie. I would recommend that as a really good starter for a beginner. If you have Apple products, if not, then I would use KineMaster. That's what I use, and it's got really good content for you being able to use it for free. And it's got, I think, tutorial videos and stuff as well so you're able to learn pretty quickly.
Oh yes, I've seen a couple of tutorial videos. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Any more questions? Okay.
It's like I use Sony Vegas. Oh, okay. It's like I haven't used iMovie, but it sounds like it's a pretty. It may be basic, but it works.
Oh yeah.
It's
like one of those small is more type of deals.
Yeah, I mean, like I use Sony Vegas. It's a couple steps up, but I've used like Adobe After Effects or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like that's so much more complicated. Sony Vegas, I think, is enough that you can do whatever you want, including green screen.
Yeah. Oh my god. And you get to like shift around. I think like the shots and stuff. Like I always wanted to do those. Yeah.
I actually remember seeing. Do any of you know who the Russian Badger is?
Russian Badger.
Well, I bring him up because he has something unique where he uses a mocap suit to animate several characters.
Oh, that's really good.
And that's something I think a lot of people should know about, even if it's something they can't afford. If you can't afford, well, it actually goes a long way.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. That's something that's really expensive.
Yeah.
I've started to do reviews of like green screen wearing the helmet and stuff. I'm sure it's a turn off to some people, but I honestly sometimes feel like that's more effective than just having it in my own scene.
Yeah.
But
Is there anyone who has any questions?
Back to Steven Universe.
Actually, I just wanted to say a quick thank you.
Aw,
Yeah.
thank you.
Of course.
Yes,
And
thank
we
you so
appreciate
much.
you guys.
And thank you guys for watching. How much time do we have? Oh wow, okay. We
Yeah,
still have like 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
the only one who want to watch
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I think
Man.
you are.
Man,
The only one I watch.
if this was just a song set, we would be able to save time for so many musicians. Totally not calling out somebody. I am Team Michelle Creber though, so.
Do an interpretive dance.
But yeah, do we have any more, or should we just wrap it up here, or? I guess we.
Any advice for a new YouTuber? What would you say to them?
Just keep trying, honestly. Even if you don't think that your videos will get a lot of views, just keep going. It was a shock to me that my first video now has like over 271,000 views, just from me just being like, what the heck, I'll just make it. And it was a shock, but if you keep working at it and you keep trying and stay positive about it, then you'll be able to keep going.
Yeah.
Just don't give up.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. Because at first, it's like pretty much nothing will happen.
Yeah.
At some point,
Don't expect a lot of views on your first video, like
Oh, no.
within the first week. Don't expect it to go viral
Oh, heck no.
and everything.
Yeah, but if you stick with it and you find those people who want to keep watching the videos, eventually it'll be successful.
And my first video didn't start actually going viral until a year after I had posted it. So that wasn't an immediate thing. It had gotten like 50 views, and then I noticed it started going up, and I was like, oh my gosh, what in the world?
Yeah, I would also want to add that, just because versatility is not a bad thing. It's okay to, for your channel to have a little bit of variety and stuff,
Yes.
whether it be for, animation or sports or entertainment or anything in that regard. It's okay, as long as you bring yourself into your channel, then you're pretty much like telling a story to the audience, kind of like how AC Racefest does his vlogs. Like, he is like showing you guys his memories, all the wonderful memories and what makes the conventions, so great. And that's my goal, is that I always try to make sure that I show my audience, like, this is why this thing is so good, or this is why this thing is so bad, I don't recommend it. OG movie.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, oh my god. Thanks, Sony, but hey, they made it up with Spider-Verse. They made it up with Spider-Verse.
They made it up really well.
Though I really hate the fact that they canceled Medusa. That was Lauren Faust's project, by the way, for those of you who don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, it was gonna be her directorial debut in film. But oh well. Anyways, so yeah, versatile. It's okay to be versatile. It's okay to have some variety, as long as you be yourself and show yourself. Then you should be in good shape.
And that you're doing what you love. Don't be afraid to stop doing something because you don't enjoy it. Even if what you don't enjoy is getting you a lot of views, if you don't like it, then you're not gonna like what you're producing. You're not gonna enjoy it. And so be sure that you like what you're doing, and if you don't like it anymore, try something new. I mean, you have the space to do that, and you're free to do that. I mean, if your viewers don't like it, then it's okay. They don't have to stick around as long as you like it. I mean, that's a big part of, I guess, what I think YouTube should be, is a place where people show what they love and aren't afraid to show what they love to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, unless you're in it for the money, it's gonna.
Oh yeah, here's the money.
We're
Yeah, you're in it for the money, but it's like, why? You're gonna get
Or until something better comes along.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly it. It's like, maybe they love your videos now. Maybe, oh look, there's something new.
Yeah.
Now I don't
And
care
then as
anymore.
far as a new Streaker website is concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got it's okay. Do you need a mic or?
Come on, man, let's go.
You can show.
Do you fear the
AI.
No, I hate the AI.
No, but we are against it, and and art will rise above it.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a big fan of AI taking over the art industry because it's where people are able to express themselves, and with AI taking away that, it's not.
It's kind of like a cheat code, pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's like a cheat code to your favorite video game. It's like, you work so hard. Yeah, this guy knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's like you worked your. I can't speak. Yeah, thank you. Your plot. Off into your favorite video game, and then people will ask, "How did you achieve this?" And you'd be like, "Oh, I just used a simple cheat code." So very basically, you're like, "Oh man," and and you're probably at the prime of your esports career or something.
As a computer programmer, I hate AI.
Oh my god.
Long story short, it's Microsoft. I was
We have another-
for messing with my program.
ChatGPT and writers.
Oh,
I don't like ChatGPT. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I swore off it.
It's bad.
ChatGPT is good.
Yeah.
Good.
But I think we only have 10 minutes left. 10 minutes. So, so if anybody, has any like final pointers or, final thoughts.
What's your favorite color?
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Shout.
Uh-oh.
Shout. I dare you.
What's your favorite color?
I actually have a main 6, funny enough. I have a main 6 colors.
I said color, not colors.
Okay, blue. Blue is my favorite color.
Mine too.
Yes, well.
Okay, which shade
Green.
of blue?
Donnie! Donnie, I swear to God!
Whatever this is.
It's like a royal blue.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I was just about to say royal. Royal blue. Yeah, royal blue.
My shade of green is mint
Yeah,
green.
kind of like the fursuiter's name, like that blue. Yes, that one. Yeah. Any more questions?
That was a great question.
Any more questions? Don't have to be. Okay.
All right. Best pony of each generation.
All right. It's a loaded question. I have a good, well, you
I
said
only
best
have
pony. There's a
answers.
difference between favorite and best, actually.
That's what I was thinking exactly.
Yeah. So if we're going by
yeah.
best pony, mine would have to be Luna. Luna for sure. Definitely Luna. And then as for
I have the plushie for who I like up on the table.
Open up your eyes.
Literally.
As for G5, best pony there, Zip. Yeah, Zip.
Yes. I love Zip.
Yeah, oh my god. Though I will say it's kind of a little bit of a redundant gag that she always does this, date and all that, all that. Maybe if she just cuts it down just a little bit, then it just seems a little redundant. But aside from that, then she's still Betty. She's still best pony in G5, like for sure.
I like her personality. I like the fact that she likes to be athletic, but also I think in like a postcard or something, like her little character personality thing, they said that she really likes science.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I
That
saw
you can be like athletic and stuff, but still enjoy like sciencey stuff, and I like that.
It kind of reminds me of myself a little bit because at first I was like, I thought Rainbow Dash was the most related cartoon character of all time. Like I'm very equivalent to Rainbow Dash, but when I saw Zip and saw that she likes science, I was like, oh cool, because I do like science, but I will say I am, it is my best subject.
I'm a science
Just
nerd.
saying. Just saying. But
I'm
it's rather more biology based, not chemistry a little bit, but it's rather more on the environmental side, not
So you
really.
want to cut open a frog?
I go digital, sister.
I almost had to, and then COVID hit, and then I couldn't, and I was sad about it.
I did not. I steer away from dissections.
I actually did, and it was pregnant.
I think we broke fits.
It's clear. It's called. Oh my.
Yeah.
Water Shiny is cringing.
Make some money selling hats.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's when I first started with Kevin.
Does anybody have a quick question real quick? I don't want this to end off with dissections. Next.
Quote that tweet.
Hashtag SQM 2023. All right, Steven, yes.
All right. I realize we're not there yet, but once G5 ends,
I swear
what
you
would you
would.
want for G6?
What do we want from G6? I knew you were going to.
Oh my god.
When you said, I know we're not there yet, I was like, don't ask about G6. We're not there yet.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm still trying to figure out this
It would
generation.
just
Same.
It would just be a main six of Battle Seas.
Okay, let me rephrase the question.
Okay.
You're good.
What are you hoping to see within G5?
Oh, wow.
Something that doesn't follow the typical child show.
Read the comics.
Yeah, the comics. Oh my god.
That's something that's not repetitive.
Yeah, or too predictable. Like, I mean, let's face it. We know Misty is going to turn against Oblivion. I mean, it's
Come on, it's inevitable.
I mean, come on. I mean, it's quite obvious as, you know, a DC superhero, you know, going back from the dead. Like, you've seen that Robot Chicken, you know, short, right? Where, you know, freaking Batman goes in. I mean, Jax tweeted it himself, and he's like, I am done. So, I mean, it's kind of like that. So, as long as it's not that, but as for anything, 5 minutes? Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
That's why also that Queen Christmas was just so great. G4, like she's like,
Yes.
no.
Yes, I know, right? I know. I think we were all a little bit worried. I don't think I was that worried, you know, but I don't know.
I reject being reformed. I will stay evil forever. Mwahaha.
No matter what Flufflepuff says in those videos, even if she is good in those videos and it would probably be the cutest and adorable ship ever, I don't care.
What ship? Sorry.
Flufflepuff and Queen Chrysalis.
What?
I'm just saying if it gets canon, it's a joke.
Fluffle's the only thing keeping her alive, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah. It is. I mean, I think it's cute, but that's because I grew up watching. That's one of the people that actually really watched was Flufflepuff, so it's actually really cool that he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do know that he's got a panel in 3 panel form?
Do what?
What?
He's got a panel in the couple panel form?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, me? Yeah, I have a couple more.
And
Yeah.
Flufflepuff and Flufflepuff.
Oh yeah, Flufflepuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I got a little bit ego to that's the rainbow dash inside me. It's showing. Oh my god. But yeah, I think we're gonna, you know, I guess we can wrap, you know, can we wrap it up from here?
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good. So with that, thank you guys for coming down to the content creating workhorses panel. I am your host, Prince Rowie 732, aka Harmonite.
And I am Blue Star Brody.
And I am Spotted-Tail 2017.
And hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend at SeaquestriaFest. And be sure to subscribe to our channels. Road to 1K for the two of us.
Woo!